And they can do it tonight. Game number 5 of the World Series between the Cincinnati Reds and the Tampa Bay Rays. For the Reds, again, 1 win and you are world champions here in Tampa Bay, Florida. For the Rays, a win ensures the series goes back to Cincinnati, Ohio. And again, if the Rays can get this one, then it's 3-2 going back into Cincy. Essentially for Tampa Bay, they cannot lose the rest of the season. But for the Reds, they don't even want to go back to Cincinnati. They want to go back to Cincinnati, Ohio as world champions, not as a team that's going to have to play Game 6 on Friday night. So there's the series recap so far. Every game pretty much has been close. I'd say the one exception is game number 2, but every other game has gone down to the wire between Cincinnati and Tampa Bay, and I think we're going to see more of the same tonight, just considering the starting pitching matchup. You've got 2 number 5 pitchers going at it here, of course, in game number 5 between Rhett Lauder for the Cincinnati Reds and Cal Quantrill, the former Colorado Rocky, now pitching here for the Tampa Bay Rays. Folks, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for some more Reds franchise mode here on the channel. Either tomorrow will be game number 6 of the World Series, or it will be the off season, so stay tuned here on the channel. But here's Cal Quantrill, 4.14 ERA in the regular season. This is his first appearance in the playoffs, and it's in game 5 of an elimination game of the World Series. And Elly De La Cruz, first batter, deep right field, out of here! Exactly the start the Reds wanted. Elly has been iffy all postseason, but he hits his 4th home run, 354 feet. Elly De La Cruz with 1 swing makes it 1-0. Exactly the start the Reds wanted here tonight. Here comes TJ Friedl on the 1-2. Him and Harper, of course, if you have not been watching the postseason so far, have been excellent, as here's your Reds lineup. It is De La Cruz, Friedl, Harper, Tucker, Hernandez, Benson, Steer, Langeliers, and McLean in the 9. And there's Bryce Harper. What is new? Another base hit coming into today, batting .455. Harper is undoubtedly in line to win postseason MVP. He will likely win World Series MVP if the Reds are able to finish things here against Tampa Bay. Tucker will pop out. Teoscar Hernandez, though, will blast one into right center field. That ball will get down. Here comes Harper, rounding at second, going to third. They're going to be on second and third with 2 outs. So 2 runners in scoring position for Will Benson, batted .330 in the regular season. Benson, though, will pop out to the third baseman over in Patrick Wisdom. The Reds do get 1 as we go on to the bottom of the first. Here is Rhett Lauder, 5.4 ERA so far in the postseason. He pitched game number 5 in Arizona for the NLCS. He'll strike out Jose Siri, though, to start this thing off. Siri is batting in replacement for Nate Lau, who got injured in game number 3. And there is a flyout of Randy Arozarena to left field to Teoscar Hernandez. Yandy Diaz flies out into center, and Lauder goes 1-2-3 to kick us off in the first inning. Here comes Spencer Steer on a 2-2 pitch. He'll take that splitter into center. Going back on it, though, will be the excellent center fielder Byron Buxton. We'll have 1 out for Shea Langeliers. He will strike out on a splitter. 2 gone now for the 9 spot. That means Matt McLean on the 2-1 pitch. McLean will ground one up the middle, and that ball will get through. McLean is on with a 2-out single. Bringing to the plate the leadoff man, Elly De La Cruz. It's a 1-1 offering by Quantrill, and that one is going to be played at first base by Yandy Diaz. We will go to the bottom of the second. Patrick Wisdom will start first on the 1-2 pitch, and Wisdom will ground out over to Spencer Steer. We've got 1 out for Brandon Lau. The lefty on the 2-2 takes a horrendous swing on the slider in. We've got 2 outs for Byron Buxton, and he's going to chop one right to Bryce Harper, and that will do it for the second inning. 1-0 Cincinnati. You know, though, the Reds will likely need more. Friedl will walk, bringing up Bryce Harper. Harper blasts one, but that ball just simply doesn't have the carry. Harper didn't really get all of it. It's going to be caught in center field. We'll have 1 out for Kyle Tucker. On the 1-1 pitch, Tucker is going to chop one to second base, and they're going to try to go 2. They will. So Tampa Bay will get the lead runner at second base. We'll have a runner on first with 2 outs for Teoscar Hernandez. And Hernandez just takes a bad swing. However, that one's going to die in right field. Never mind. Oh, what a play by Jose Siri, who has not played all postseason, but with the Lau injury, Siri now a big member of this Rays lineup. Hell, he's batting leadoff as Drew Gilbert right there is going to blast one for a single, and now Jake Rogers will follow with another hit. First and second, no outs for Tampa Bay. Carson Williams up on the full count, he strikes out. On the foul tip, Louder gets him. Jose Siri now on the 1-2. That's a double play ball. De La Cruz to second. Oh, he can't make the turn in time. Everyone's safe. They're loaded for Randy Arozarena. Here's another chance. De La Cruz to McLean. McLean to Harper. Oh, they turn two. I didn't think we were going to get another ground ball, but shout out to Rhett Louder getting out of a jam, and Will Benson, perfect up the middle. I mean, I can't overstate how tremendous of a job Rhett Louder's doing tonight. As Spencer Steer takes Quantrill yard, that one's out of here. 112 off the bat, that was a moonshot by Spencer Steer. 436 feet, and the Cincinnati Reds have extended their lead. It is 3-0 here in the top of the fourth. Looking for more Shea Langoliers will get fooled by that Quantrill cutter. Here comes Matt McLean, who is 1 for 1, trying to go 2 for 2. However, that ball is going to be cut off up the middle by Brandon Lau. We'll have 2 outs now for the top of the order. Ellie De La Cruz on the 2-1 pitch is going to ground 1 to second base, and that will do it for the inning. Not before, though, Spencer Steer's 2-run shot. Shout out to him. It's a 3-0 game with Yandy Diaz leading things off here in the bottom of the fourth. Just a routine ground out to Ellie De La Cruz. Up now, Patrick Wisdom on a 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 looking. My goodness, Rhett Louder, have yourself a day. He'll get Brandon Lau to ground out to Spencer Steer. Rhett Louder. 3-0 through 4. Colin Poche will get the 5th. Of course, everyone available, at least it feels like, for Tampa Bay at the bullpen tonight. Obviously, in an elimination game, Poche is going to get Friedel to fly out into left. Harper just didn't get all of that slider. I mean, that's the pitch that Harper has been, destroying and taking into the seats so far this series. However, Bryce is now 1 for 3, and Kyle Tucker has just simply struggled this entire postseason. He has had his bright spots, but Tucker will fly out into left. 3-0 into the bottom of the fifth. Byron Buxton leading things off up the middle. That's not the guy you want to put on. Buxton with 90 speed will be on first base. Leadoff runner on. Drew Gilbert, though, will just get around that fastball, and it will be flown out into right field. Kyle Tucker is under it. We have 1 out now for the 8th spot. It will be the catcher, Jake Rogers. And after a stolen bag for Byron Buxton, Jake Rogers takes Rhett Louder deep into left field. That's into the second deck. Rogers goes 457 feet again, absolutely obliterating that baseball. And more importantly, the Rays cut the lead to 1. It's 3-2 here in the bottom of the fifth. Carson Williams is going to fly out into right field. But now we've got a 1-run game. Anything can happen. Jose Siri will fly out into right. Kyle Tucker's got it. Let's go to the 6th inning. It is a 1-run game. As Lucas Sims now gets the ball for Tampa, 4.15 ERA so far in the postseason. And the righty will see Teoscar Hernandez first, and he'll lose him. Ball up and in misses. Hernandez on first base. Will Benson now the batter. He'll strike out and a slider in. We've got 1 out now for Spencer Steer. Ball misses on Steer. First and second, 1 out. Langoliers the batter now. He walks as well. Oh man, they keep Sims in for Matt McLean. He'll hit one in the right field. Does it have the carry? Jose Siri's out there. We will send Hernandez to the plate. The throw in time. Tag, got him. Bases loaded, 1 out, and the Reds get nothing. Lucas Sims walked him loaded, and we're still at a 3-2 game. Louder, though, bouncing back, striking out Randy Arozarena, striking out Yandy Diaz. Can he get Wisdom on pitch 102? He cannot. Wisdom's got himself a 2-out single, and that will do it for Louder. We bring in the lefty Drew Pomeranz for the matchup. He needs to get Brandon Lau on the 2-2. He does. Wow. Curveball locks him up. We now move to the 7th. Garrett Clevenger pitches, 3.38 ERA. The lefty will see Ellie De La Cruz first, and Ellie just going to softly hit one in the right field. There's your first out the inning. Now up to the dish, TJ Friedel. Again, a lefty-lefty matchup. Friedel just going to chop one as he rolls over right to the second baseman. Lau, we've got 2 down for Bryce Harper. 2-2 offering, and Bryce might be 2 for 4 tonight. He definitely will. Bryce Harper continues to terrorize the Rays. That almost got out. Harper instead will settle with a double, bringing Kyle Tucker to the plate with an important insurance run on second base. Can Tucker get it done in a 3-2 pitch? I don't know if that ball's falling. It's not. Buxton's got it handled. So still a 1-run game going into the bottom of the 7th. And we turn to potentially our best reliever, Michael Kopech. He's been so good. ERA of 2 so far this postseason, and look at this, striking out Byron Buxton on the circle change down. Drew Gilbert on the 1-1, gonna fly that fastball into left field. Teoscar Hernandez has got it. 2 gone in the inning for the 8th spot, and Jake Rogers went yard earlier. He's 2 for 2. This time Rogers gonna fly one deep back to the warning track, but there is Kyle Tucker. We go to the 8th inning. Jason Adam pitching now for Tampa Bay. Can he hold this at 3-2? Hernandez first up, gets a slurve that ends up in the center of the plate, but it's caught in right field. 1 out for Will Benson. Another easy pitch to handle, and Benson does exactly that. Circle change into left field. He's on with the 1-out single. Spencer Steer now, though, just gonna get jammed. Circle change somewhat in on the hands. Benson retreats back to first base, and it'll bring Shea Langeliers up to the plate. He only has 2 hits in this World Series. They're both home runs. He will strike out. We're going to keep Kopech out for the bottom of the 8th. He's been that good. I don't want to risk it with Camilo Doval. I like Kopech a lot in this spot. Mason Miller's arm is kind of shredded after the last couple games. So we're going to let Kopech keep going, and look at this. He's gotten 2 out so far in the bottom of the 8th. 2 spot now up. That means Randy Arozarena on the full count. Kopech deals. He loses him. Tying run to first. Yandy Diaz in the 3-2. Ball on the ground, runner going. Matt McLain's there. All right. To the top of the 9th. Can the Reds get that needed insurance run? Matt McLain first, chops one to second base. No cigar on that one. Jump throw was definitely not needed, but it's fine. 1 out for Elly De La Cruz in the 3-2 pitch. Elly gonna hit that fastball on the ground, and there is your 2nd out. Can Friedel at least move the line for Bryce Harper? On the 1-1, he does exactly that. And that's what Friedel's been doing all postseason long. Move the line for Harper. Bryce comes up on a 2-1 pitch. Ooh, hits that fastball hard, but it's grounded out at second base. Bottom 9 time, and yeah, here's your closer tonight, Jose Urquidy. Like we did with Hunter Green being the closer last night, Urquidy's the closer today. Boom, strike 3 of wisdom. Brandon Lau on the 1-2 pitch, got him! The Reds are an out away. Here we go, Byron Buxton, the batter on the 1-2. Okay, Buxton into right field, this game's definitely not over. Okay, Buxton's gonna have an extra base knock. He'll be standing on second base with a double with 2 outs. 7 spot up. That means Drew Gilbert on the 1-2. That slurve misses. Buxton takes 3rd. Tying run 90 feet away for the World Series. Drew Gilbert puts one on the ground. Elly De La Cruz first to Bryce Harper. Ball game! The Cincinnati Reds have won the 2026 World Series. They have done it. What a series, what a season, what a team. The Reds are your world champions in the year of 2026. And for the first time since 1990, since their sweep of the Oakland Athletics, the Reds are champions of the baseball world. What a squad, what a team. 36 years the drought has been. There is no more drought. The Reds are world champs. And hey, it took a loaded team, a team that for the most part, we had pieces that we brought in from a couple seasons ago, made a run to the NLCS 2 seasons ago as well. But bringing in these key free agency pickups, Bryce Harper, Kyle Tucker, Teoscar Hernandez, Harper obviously via trade, but there it is. Rob Manfred, boo that man. But the rest of Cincinnati can rejoice, raising up the World Series trophy. The Reds are your champions here in 2026. But again, we say it every time, the job's not finished. The Reds win their 6th World Championship, but we're not done. Tomorrow the offseason hits, and this team now looks to come back for 2027, regroup, and win another one. So folks, thank y'all for all the support so far in the Cincinnati Reds franchise mode. Again, we are not close to done yet. Thank y'all for the support. I'll see y'all for the offseason tomorrow. But for now, the Reds are finally world champions again. Folks, thank y'all for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more. Make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy the video and are enjoying the Cincinnati Reds franchise mode. Folks, thank y'all for watching. And Mamba, forever.